What you're about to hear will change everything you thought you knew about Travis Hunter. What you're about to see is not just a response, it's an unraveling. Tonight, Travis Hunter responds, and it's worse than we thought. Yes, Travis Hunter, the rising star, the name on everyone's lips, just delivered a response that doesn't just push back. It detonates. It reveals secrets, cracks, facades, forces confrontation. It drags hidden truths into the glaring spotlight. You may believe you followed his journey, the triumphs, the pressure, the controversies. But tonight, you'll see a side of the story no one expected: betrayal, deception, alliances broken, reputations at risk. He didn't just issue a statement. He struck back. He exposed internal tensions. He named insiders. He threatened revelations. The echoes of his words will ripple across stadiums, newsrooms, social media. We are witnessing more than a response. We are witnessing a reckoning between image and reality, between loyalty and ambition, between faith and doubt. What did he reveal? Whom did he accuse? Which silent forces fired back? And which secrets will haunt him from here on out? Part 1 begins now. The stage is set, the players are in motion, and the first shockwaves are arriving. Brace yourself, the worst is yet to come. Night falls over the stadium lights, casting long shadows across turf and stands. Travis Hunter, for years a symbol of passion, potential, promise, now stands at the fulcrum of a deeper conflict. Travis Hunter, the gifted athlete, the face of hope, the rising star whose career has been a story of perseverance. His achievements on the field drew admiration. His name inspired a legion of fans. But behind his polished image, a storm was brewing. Behind him, agents, coaches, sponsors, team executives, allies once loyal, now whisper, rivals waiting, media hungry, and a network of insiders watching his every move. The first trigger, a viral accusation. An online expose claimed Hunter had reneged on commitments, personal sponsorship promises, endorsement deals, internal contracts. Fans cried betrayal. Critics smelled scandal. The narrative turned dark. Hunter's camp responded with silence at first. Denials issued by spokespeople. But the pressure mounted from fans, from media, from those who felt deceived. And then came the moment everyone waited for. Travis' public response delivered in an interview. Under bright lights, no script. Raw, he did not just respond, he struck. He admitted mistakes. He confessed internal strife. He named names. He revealed emails, texts, secret drafts. He spoke of betrayal from within his own circle, managers who undermined him, sponsors who threatened to walk, advisors who leaked statements to the press. In a dramatic moment, he held up his phone on camera. He showed a text thread. "We'll leak unless we get X. Don't ask questions. This is how business is done." The words hung cold. The audience gasped. Then he paused. He looked directly at the camera. "You all deserve the truth. What looks clean has been spun." That line resonated. The room shuddered. Inside management offices, panic erupted. Staffers scrambled. Emails deleted. PR teams drafted damage control memos. Lawyers reviewed contracts. The inner scaffolding began shaking. But Hunter was not done. He dropped a deeper bomb. He claimed some sponsors had tied payments to public image control. He alleged that in boardroom sessions, he was pressured to publicly deny reality while privately making concessions. He told of hidden clauses, behind-the-scenes demands, threats of leverage. Suddenly, the narrative shifts. This is not just an athlete defending himself. This is a confrontation of power dynamics in sport. Loyalty versus profit, integrity versus manipulation. Image versus truth at the end of part 1. Hunter promises that the next release will show audio files, boardroom conversations, sponsor demands, private negotiations. He warns, if you thought this was bad, you haven't heard the rest. The tension rises. Part 2 awaits. News of Hunter's revelations rippled outward. Headlines screamed, Hunter versus his team, betrayal exposed, athlete speaks, sponsors under fire. Inside the leaks, the explosive response. Social media exploded clips. Comment threads, fan outrage. Across sports networks. Analysts dissected every syllable. Was Hunter telling the truth? Was he reckless? Was he exactly the hero confronting injustice? Or a manipulator playing victim? In local communities, fans gathered outside training facilities, chanting support. Banners, "We stand with Travis. Let the truth be told." Some young athletes said they'd followed Hunter's path. Now, they felt compelled to demand accountability in their own systems. Sponsors felt heat. Some issued statements distancing themselves. Some quietly pulled back offers. Others remained silent, fearing legal exposure. Brands began internal audits of contracts, image rights. Hidden clauses dotted meetings behind closed doors. Executives whispered, "This will cost us liability." Brand risk. Lawyers advised restraint, don't publicize, counterclaims. But the pressure-mounted critics argued that Hunter was grandstanding, weaponizing internal strife for public sympathy. Insiders claimed he had prepared this response long in advance, that his sudden revelations were orchestrated. They alleged media operatives fed him the leaks to build narrative. Advantage. One unnamed former manager went on a background interview. "I felt betrayed. Travis signed contracts, but expectations changed. We had disagreements. The leaks are messy. I don't know who's telling full truth." Another sponsor emailed journalists, "We have communications that contradict Mr. Hunter's version. We haven't released them yet, but we will if necessary." Public opinion fractured. Some fans stayed loyal, saying Hunter was courageous. Others doubted. Those who felt let down by endorsements or broken promises echoed, "We believed in you." Meanwhile, the athlete's own circle began to show cracks. Trusted confidants quietly resigned. Some agents distanced themselves. Some members of his training staff asked for clarification. The internal team felt pressure, exposed. The sports world turned introspective. How common are behind-the-scenes clauses? How often do athletes get pressured to conform outwardly while forced to negotiate privately? The contrast between image and reality took center stage. Then, escalation. Legal letters flew. Sponsors threatened breach of contract suits. Investors demanded compensation. A subset of media outlets promised to publish the other side internal emails. Sponsor demands, hidden correspondence. The stage was set for a full legal and reputational war as Part 2 closes. The damage is systemic. Trust shattered. Partnerships dangling. Public belief in as many narratives as voices. A deeper battle looms, one that may decide whether Hunter's legacy stays intact or fractures entirely. Now stakes soar. The athletic world, the media, the commercial world all now hold their breath. How far will this go? How many secrets will be exposed? Hunter's team announces a full disclosure audio files, email trails, internal meeting transcripts, all to be reviewed by independent arbitrators. They pledge transparency. They call on sponsors and managers to tell their side or step aside. In response, sponsors counter. They demand dismissal of alleged leaks, countersuits for defamation, contract adherence. They threaten legal action. The balance tilts into legal theater. The public watches parliamentary-style sports commentary. Pundits speculate. Is this the end of Hunter's career? Or the moment he stands tallest? Is this a power shift in athlete management relations? In training camps, young players whisper, "If Travis can stand up to this, maybe we can too." The balance between athlete agency and commercial structures trembles. Inside boardrooms, executives argue over how many concessions to make, how much to concede to public pressure, how to salvage reputation. The divide, admit fault and control damage, or hold firm and risk meltdown. Hunter delivers a televised press conference. Standing under harsh lights, flanked by legal counsel and a few loyal teammates, he speaks. "I did what I had to do. I saw what was hidden. I refused to stay silent." If that makes people uneasy, good. Let unease turn to accountability. Let truth be the standard. Let truth be the standard. He announces his intention to pursue legal arbitration, release all materials, and hold parties accountable. He invites rivals, partners, and insiders to publicly respond. But just as this seems like climax, a twist in the final minutes of his speech, he reveals he has yet another folder, Project Phoenix, a sealed dossier containing evidence so explosive, it was kept under lock and key until this moment. He says he will release it, but only if counterparties refuse transparency. The cameras zoom in. The public leans forward. A hush falls, collapse, betrayal, exposure, change. The moment pulses. The lines between hero and villain blur. The system itself trembles. One more secret remains: the contents of Project Phoenix. What will it show? Who will it implicate? Whose narrative will it shatter next? The climax is set. The final revelation looms. What we've just unraveled is more than an athlete's rebuttal. It's a clash between power versus integrity, truth versus facade, control versus liberation. Travis Hunter's response is far more than damage control. It is the spark of a deeper reckoning in the world of sport. Now it's your turn. What do you believe is inside Project Phoenix? Do you stand with Hunter or the corporations he challenged? Voice your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion matters here. If you want full updates when those files drop, when responses arrive, when the final chapter plays out, subscribe now and hit the bell. Mainstream media won't reveal everything. Only here will you see the full picture. Share this video with sports fans, with critics, with anyone who deserves to see what lies behind the public image. Let it spark conversation. Let it force accountability, because the story isn't ending. It's only beginning.